Have you ever noticed a heavy sensation sitting quietly in your chest? A pressure, an ache, not quite pain but unmistakable. It can creep in on a quiet afternoon or rest there as you wake. Sometimes it's hard to put into words where it came from or what it's even about. And maybe the most unsettling part is it seems to arrive without a cause. No argument, no crisis, just heaviness. It's something many of us experience, but rarely talk about. We push through it. We distract ourselves. We try to outpace it. But what if that heavy feeling isn't something to run from? What if it's something to listen to? There's a teaching that offers a new way to see this experience, one that doesn't frame it as a personal failing or an unsolvable mystery. Instead, it invites us to consider that this weight in our heart might not be entirely our own. It may sound surprising, even strange at first, but this insight is deeply rooted in the idea of interconnection. Just as we inherit physical features, our mother's smile, our father's voice, the color of our eyes, we can also inherit emotional patterns. Worries, fears, deep, quiet sadnesses that ripple through generations like echoes. Imagine your grandmother or your great-grandfather. Think of the world they lived in, the decisions they had to make, the losses they never spoke of, the traumas they may have buried out of necessity. What happens to those unspoken sorrows? Do they simply vanish? Or do they find new forms, new expressions through us? The insight here is not meant to burden us, but to awaken us. Because if suffering can be passed down, so too can healing. If we are the continuation of our ancestors, as their breath lives in our lungs and their stories pulse through our veins, then we also carry the ability to transform what they could not. The first step, we're taught, is simply to acknowledge the feeling. That ache in your chest. Don't rush to label it or fix it. Just sit with it. Breathe. Say to yourself gently, "This is a feeling of heaviness in my chest." Not to push it away, but to see it clearly. Naming our suffering is an act of bravery. It tells our body and our spirit, "I see you. I'm here with you. We're not hiding from this." And then comes the breath. The simple, healing rhythm of inhale and exhale. No need to force anything. Just breathe. In for yourself. Out for those who came before. In for the child you once were. Out for the parent who didn't know how to express their pain. Each breath becomes a thread of connection, a quiet conversation between generations. When we breathe mindfully, we begin to touch something larger than ourselves. We are no longer just one person wrestling with a mysterious sadness. We are a living continuation of many lives, many stories. And in this moment, through our breath and awareness, we have the power to bring understanding to that lineage. That understanding brings compassion. And compassion is not weakness. It's one of the most transformative energies we can offer. It's like sunlight on frozen ground. Slowly, gently, it melts what has been held tight for too long. Our tension, our grief, even the fears we didn't know we were carrying. The practice doesn't end with awareness. It continues with presence. When that heaviness returns, as it might, we come back to the breath. We offer it the same kindness. Again and again. Over time, something begins to shift. It might be subtle. A little more space in the chest. A bit more clarity in the heart. A release. A quieting. This healing, however, is not a solitary journey. While mindfulness begins within, it blossoms in connection. Having others around us who are also practicing, friends, family, neighbors, can make a tremendous difference. When someone else is breathing mindfully, smiling gently to their suffering, it reminds us we can do the same. It says, "You're not alone. We're in this together." Imagine living in a community where people regularly pause to breathe, to smile, to listen to the sorrow in their hearts without fear. A place where transformation is not a dramatic act, but a daily one. A culture of compassion, and we, in our small ways, can help build that. Because ultimately, when we heal ourselves, we are also healing our family line. We're offering the comfort that perhaps was never given. We're rewriting the story, not erasing the past, but transforming it. So the next time you feel that familiar heaviness, remember, you don't need to run from it. You can breathe with it. You can smile at it. You can say, asterisk, I see you. I feel you. I am here for you. Asterisk, and in that gentle presence, you may discover that you are doing something quietly miraculous. You're bringing peace not just to your own heart, but to all those who live within you.